Jeremy and I were doing drywall today.
Oh, yeah.
My eyes are fucked right now.
I'm jacked. You wear contacts?
Yeah.
You ever thought of doing LASIK?
Huh?
You ever thought of doing LASIK?
I've thought about it.
Dude, game changer.
Oh, I'm sure.
I had it done 4 years ago now. Five years ago now. Changed my entire life. Like, it just... So, I had contacts and then got an eye ulcer from my contact because something got stuck between the two. And after that, I was like, I'm done fucking doing surgery.
Well, and I'm sure they pay for themselves after, like, probably a year of getting contacts.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. All that stuff. What, $20-some a bottle that you go through
and I
every...
get the good shit, too.
Yeah.
Because, if you
have to.
If you put the regular shit in there, your eyes will feel like they're scratching.
You have to. Yeah.
This stuff is awesome, but it is expensive.
But, dude, it's night and day. And what's crazy is, like, even with contacts, if I looked at my vision in younger years on top of it, younger years with contacts versus now with LASIK, even 5 years later, way better, way different, like more vibrant, more clear. Like, I can't explain what it is till you have it done. And you're like, holy fuck, I thought I had 20/20. Like, this is 20/20. Like, it's crazy.
Spinal Tap.
It's crazy. But
we were way ahead of you. I'm
sorry. You're good.
Clear. Oh,
sorry.
It's a tall boy.
Yeah. No, my hands are just smaller than your guys's. So it's the same size. It's the same size can.
That's why we call you the pocket Mexican.
Mm-hmm. It's the same amount of ounces. It's just my hand's a lot smaller than your guys's. So.
By the way, you guys have microphones. I do not because I failed to charge my.
No, fail.
I failed to charge the other box. So whatever. My voice is loud enough to where you guys it'll probably pick it up.
More than likely.
You can just turn us down a little bit, and you'll be a match for sure.
Honestly, my voice will probably be picked up. It carries.
Cool. Well.
Oh God, sorry.
Fucking shit up already.
I know.
Well.
Blythe
was fun.
Blythe is always a good time.
It's still, this is the second time I've gone now. Been warned it's going to be super windy. And it was on, Sunday, no.
It was wonderful both days.
It wasn't like shooting here, is what I'm saying. Like, right? Like here, like the winds are like, they'll get there, but
their wind is our worst wind.
Yes. Their winds this weekend were definitely something different to shoot in that I haven't probably experienced on a 3D trail. But I know it could be way worse. I get that part. But
welcome to Blythe.
Yeah.
It's always like that. What was it, 3 years ago?
We had to stop because we couldn't see the target.
Yeah. You literally could not
see the rings or nothing. Yeah.
You couldn't even see the target, period.
And it was like a 20-yard shot, and we could not see the target.
Yeah, what's hard is like the sand there too is different, right? So it's just it's
all blow sand.
It can get bad real fast, so I get that.
And also, here you get pretty much a constant wind in one direction.
Right. There it swirls.
Which is not bad. It swirls and it'll be pushing one way and you'll be compensating for it a little bit, like leaning kind of into the wind, and then all of a sudden it'll switch directions and blow your bow way off.
I had that happen a couple times while we were out there, where like it just catches you right as I'm ready to shoot. But the other part is like it's just so flat. Their range and like their course is so flat.
Well, that's indicative of a lot of southern Arizona for the most part. I mean, you really think about it. Unless you're hunting the Kofas.
Yeah.
It's flat.
Yeah. True.
Unless you're hunting mountains or the Kofas, I mean, and where do we most of the time hunt? Fields. Yeah. So it's flat anyway.
Yeah. Get it.
I like to cheat and go get a deer out of an alfalfa field once in a while.
Every so often.
Nothing wrong with that.
But overall, though, it was fun. It's a good time.
It was definitely fun. Dinner was good.
Yes, for sure.
But
for sure,
they wanted to get us the fuck out of there.
We were not exactly the we were not the fun bunch that they wanted around that night at that restaurant. We'll say that for sure.
What were you guys doing? Because I was not there.
I don't know. So me and Mike got there first and sat there, waited for these guys to get there, and everything was fine. Everything was legitimately fine. Then you guys got there, and I don't know if it was Austin and Nate.
Austin and Nathan, they love to sit there and pick on servers.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
And they've never worked a service industry job in their life, I can tell.
Well, and I'm sure Blythe is not the place to start doing that.
No. But
it's not really a destination town.
I will say I felt like that little server was picking on Austin though. She like made him wait for water and like
she made
him wait for beer.
She was picking on him just as much as
he was like sitting off. So we had a table, and it was like us four. It was Mike, Gump, Nate, me, and then there was a separation, and then another table, and then Austin. And so he was like by himself somewhat. So like she treated him like he was on an island for sure.
But it was kind of funny.
But it was kind of funny, yeah. Like she came and brought us all waters, and then ran out of water in the pitcher. And he's like, "Can I have some?" She's like, "I'll come back." And he's like, "Okay." And then she walked to the counter, set the pitcher down, and just started doing other stuff, like in front of us. And we're like, "Okay, she's making him wait on purpose, for sure." But the food was damn good, though.
Food was good.
I don't know if I was that hungry, or what, but it was really good.
Well, being in the sun all day, drinking beer all day.
But I ate too. Like while we were at the range, I ate and like, or on the courses and whatnot. But I don't know why. I was starving.
When you drink that much beer, sit in the sun that long,
you're not wrong there.
I got sunburned.
Everybody got sun. Did you see Nate's sunburn?
Yeah. Well, Nate and Austin did that to themselves. I forgot to pack my my hooded sun shirt, which. I don't know how I forgot that. I usually always pack those, but, I'm outside all the time, and I normally don't get sunburned down here unless it's in July or something like that. But I got sunburned a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't too bad. My legs were a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know.
But for the most part, everything else is good.
I just felt bad for Nate because, like, literally he put sunblock on and it helped him, but there was, like, one spot that he missed. There was, like, the Bermuda Triangle right here that he missed, and it got him so good.
Well, hey, it's sunnier than shit. Let's wear sleeveless shirts.
Yeah, I mean...
Poor Mike. Did you see how red Mike was on Sunday?
Mike was red, bro. He was, yeah. He put himself through it, that's for sure, on those 2 days. Mike, not my Mike, Mike from
Mike
Blythe.
Ford.
Yeah, I was going to ask if it was Mike
no.
from Blythe. Yeah.
Mike was my dad was covered like the whole time. Like he had the hooded shirt or whatever. But no, Mike, is it Ford? You said? Yeah, he was burnt, man. You can tell he was out there all day like that. But
he's probably one of those dudes who just doesn't care about that, though.
Yeah. Well, you can tell he's like done it his whole life. Probably it doesn't bother him,
Yeah, like I'm the type of person where if I get sunburned too bad, like I'm miserable. He's probably one of those dudes who just does not care, and it does not change his life in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like with me, like if I get burnt, I just get darker. I get red for a minute, and then I get darker, but like it doesn't bother me none. It doesn't. Speak
of the devil, old Austin's texted me.
Oh, lovely.
It hits me when I go to sleep. Normally, I sleep real cold, so I'm like wrapped up in a blanket. But when I get sunburned, I have to turn a fan on. I have to crank up the AC because I'm just miserably hot because my skin is just pulsating and just super inflamed. But
I can see that. What's old Steve having to say over there?
Oh,
probably nothing good.
Just bullshitting. The fact that I got home at like 2:00 in the morning last night.
Oh yeah,
Well, worked a double and then I went to the bar.
Oh, whiskey or what?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Had a couple of beers with old Jocko.
Nice.
Then Diego, Nate's dad, was there. So I
shit.
took him home, and yeah, that's
How that went?
yeah. Enough said.
That's how that went.
Well, what else with Blythe?
The new Sicario kicked ass.
Yeah,
It did.
Your what, week-old bow?
Week-old bow.
Your week-old bow. Not weak and old bow. Your 1 week old.
I've had the bow done for 7. No, at that point we built it Saturday night, and I shot it the next Saturday morning. So sub 1 week old technically, and it first course a 195 on 20 targets.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Well, then it kicked ass on the fun trail too.
That too. I'm just saying, like my normal, in all honesty, like the highest I think I've ever even got on a 20 target course was maybe like 180, maybe like normally like high 170s. Like that's my norm. But again, going from 0.19 pins to 0.10s, that was huge. The speed this thing gives, the comfort that it gives, to be honest with you, is that's a huge thing on like the shot process on it, is like I can shoot it all day and be super comfortable. That's a big thing.
That makes your old Hoyt feel like an old dinosaur.
Oh my God, dude. Well, and then the Hoyt, like, I mean, I was shooting at 75 pounds to squeeze 288 feet per second out of it. And this thing, I'm shooting at 66 and shooting 295. Like,
yeah.
Blows my mind. Like, it's crazy.
At 27-inch draw length?
At 27-inch draw length.
I can only imagine when we build the HLRs, what that is going to do.
Going to 70 pounds with those, oh man, it's going to be insane.
I don't even know if you need to go to 70 pounds.
Yeah, same. I was thinking of that the other day, is where I'm like, I don't know if I will. I mean, I think I will, just because it'll help.
You're young and viral.
Help. Yeah, I don't mind it.
Viral, whatever.
I don't mind it. I don't think, like I said, going off of what I was used to, even at 70 pounds, it's not going to be as bad as... And the draw on this thing is just... It's not as aggressive. Not even close to as aggressive.
Well, look at the difference from... just the technology. You look at like my option 6 to that. Or the your Exalt.
Yeah.
The draw cycle on them is night and day. I'm a 60... That 60 pounds I shoot feels like you're 70.
Yeah.
You know, but that's, and all said and done, it really does have kind of tiny cams.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, the Exalt doesn't have very big cams compared to some of the other bows, and I'm at 29 inches, 411 grain arrows, and I'm at 296, and that's supposed to be a comfort
setup.
bow.
Yeah, right.
So I have no complaints about it whatsoever.
And you can shoot that bow all day long.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
And see, that's how I feel with this. Even though it's at 65, which is not like the lowest poundage out there, I literally feel like I could shoot this bow all day for a week straight and be totally fine. Like it doesn't.
But you know,
it's also from what I came from, though. I guess, you know.
That Hoyt was fucking aggressive.
Yeah.
It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot.
You know, I don't know. It performed. It did in its day. Like it was. I'm glad I had it. I don't regret having it at all. But this is definitely an upgrade.
You definitely unhoited yourself.
Yeah. I definitely feel like I'm saving the shoulder.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. I definitely feel like I also made the right decisions with this bow and the different pieces I chose for it.
Yeah.
Me and you talked about that on Sundays.
Yeah, I was like, I think well, it was like your 6-12 in a row, and I was like, it must feel really good to just
to know
to know after a week you made the right fucking decision.
Yeah, for sure. Because even last week, I mean, shit, we built it Saturday, shot Sunday. All I did was find 20, shot 30 to confirm, and then we walked our course.
Yeah.
And I didn't shoot bad, but I was still just kind of finding it. That was the first I'd really shot with it, dialing and everything. And then we had the tie break. And for you or whatever, you and Brian had to tie break at 80 yards. Got and picked that 80-yard shot on that Badger.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to give it a shot. Let's just see what happens. And I think I was the second closest arrow to a 12, I think.
I think you were the closest.
No, he was. He drilled it. But I think, other than everybody else, I think, like...
Somehow hit a 10 on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You were close. All I know is you were closer than I was to a 12. But I wasn't far off. And I'm like, well, if I can get this even just that little bit more dialed... And then, I'll be honest, I shot it twice throughout the week. I think I did like 30 or 40 shots each day at home, just at 20 and 30 yards. And then I didn't shoot it again till Saturday morning. And I just went and shot, kind of confirmed where I was at, and was like, well, let's just go walk this course and see what happens. It was insane. Like, again, it just, for me, a big thing on it is like the comfort level on it. It's a very comfortable setup. The 33-inch axle, the axle is also something I'm not used to. All the bows I've always had have been shorter axles because I'm trying to get like that speed out of it. So that has helped.
Once you go to a longer axle-to-axle bow, it's hard to go back to a small one.
Oh,
you almost have to have a specific scenario where you would have to, like tree stand hunting, where you want a 30 or 30 and below inch axle to axle because you're
a blind or something.
Or a blind, yeah.
Right.
It almost has to be a specific scenario, and then after that, any other scenario you want a 33 and above.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah. Like for this now that I have shot it this much, I won't go back. There's no way. To be honest, like for 3D, like a Mach 35 sounds pretty fun. Like, just because I know it'll be comfortable.
At that point for 3D, you might as well buy the aluminum bow. Save yourself some money.
But I'm just saying like that or whatever. But I'm just saying because I have the PSC.
Yeah.
But going on, if I could make it a target bow and not so much a hunt bow, 35 would be even more comfortable. I'm like, oh, I would do it.
Yeah.
You know, Tim Reese says like he has one. He's like, oh, it's super comfortable. Like and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But he's like, I don't get the speed out of it, but it's comfortable. I can shoot it all day. I don't have to really have speed. It's dialed though. But
well, with a 3D bow, you can always lighten up the arrow because you don't need the,
right.
You just need the sight tape to go out to 120 for 3D.
Right.
And it's only our dumbasses shooting at 120 for 3D.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that moose this weekend was 110 where we were standing?
105.
Something like that. Which remind me, we got to look at that because you said I was hitting fletchings, right?
I think so.
On my rest. Or was it dropping?
Yeah, I just got to speed up the drop.
Okay.
That's easy on that.
Yeah, that was like the only negative this week was like Hunter was kind of goofy, and I'm like, something's up, and you just said I was catching that tail end, I think, so it was making my arrow like kick up. But that's like the only negative I had out of this weekend, to be honest with you.
Well, and the reason for that was you were flipping your arrow over to get it over.
Oh yeah. That's why.
I mean, if you were just running, if you were running.
But I ran something normal, and even freaking PBR was saying at normal, he was like, your arrows are flying like this, like they're flying nose down.
Since you was.
Attaboy.
Shit.
But he said even normal mine are flying nose down, so I don't know.
That just speed it up. I mean, it didn't affect your shooting this weekend at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. Even on Sunday, shooting a 189 next to this guy and PBR was like, I like, not to even say it that way, but it was like, man, it put me in a class that I've, since being around you guys, where I'm like, man, like, one day I'll get my stuff dialed that good. And to be in that group this week was like, holy shit. Like,
yeah.
It shows what happens when you, like, invest in good stuff and it performs, and then you kind of Like I said, I just started to mesh with it and feel good with it.
I bet you go back to the bear one of these.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna go back to that. And you're gonna be like,
What am I doing? What am I? Yeah. Why?
Why?
Yeah. For sure.
But you're gonna shoot that bear, and you're probably gonna shoot that bear a whole lot better because you have the confidence now.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. But overall, it was fun.
You also haven't really delved really that far in with the bear either.
No.
You kind of just set it up and
I just left it. Yeah. The whole idea of that one was so I can have a secondary, right? That was the whole idea, and that it's gonna stay that way for sure.
I bet you that bear would make a pretty good 3D bow for one
that
of
was
those bows.
Well, that was the point. So I had the Hoyt before I even knew I had an elk tag. I had the Hoyt, and then I was like, well, I'm tired of doing the whole broadhead to field tip, broadhead back to field, different arrows. I'm like, I'm just gonna get a second bow and run that as 3D, so I can just rep it out and practice shooting, and the Hoyt can just sit there. And so the only reason why I'm going to stay shooting this now is because I do have the elk tag in my pocket. So
that's where you can crank it down to 60 pounds and then shoot a 360 grain arrow and just get all the speed and stuff like that you want. You can pull that thing back all day.
That's what it is. That bear's set to 60. My arrows I use the same arrows, which are 367. And it's flying at I think they're going 265 or something like that. They're not screaming, which is weird, but it's a comfort cam. It's not an aggressive cam, which I'm it's fine. But I will tell you, it's dialed. It might not have the speed, but it's super accurate.
That's where you need that on that bow. You need to get some donkey dick stabilizers, like the 30 inches, and then the 17 that comes off the back,
where I can just sit with that thing.
And just fully set it up in obnoxious 3D competition mode.
I still think we need to get some Genesis and set them up.
I want to do that and trick them out. The only thing that has to be the same on each bow is the Genesis itself.
Yeah.
And that's it. We get Genesis bows, and the only thing is it has to be a Genesis bow. You can put whatever you want. You can
sight, scope, clarifiers, stabilizers,
40-inch stabilizers, like a V-bar that comes off the back.
Off the back.
Yeah.
I am so down for that. I mean, I think I've got enough sights here. I can
pick one
and
just pick one.
Take a $300 bow and put on $2,000.
Yeah. Everything else,
run a fucking hamski rest on it.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's possible with that bow.
I think it has 2 burger holes.
Well, no, I don't think it's possible because it's not parallel limb.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
You'd have to run a Q80 if you want to drop away. And you'd have to make sure you're drawing back to your exact spot each time.
Yeah. But that's what would make it fun.
It's that's what's crazy with that bear that I have is that bear I picked up it was with shipped and everything, I think it was close to $300. And the sight that I got from you in its day, I guarantee was probably that, if not, roughly there. The QAD rest that's on it is probably between those two things. It's what I probably paid for the bow.
Oh, easily.
It's crazy,
dude. It's ridiculous how much money you can spend on shit for bows.
Yeah, for sure.
Just look at the price of a new bow.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Well, the Carbon Hoyts, back when they were the RX3, were standard naked $16.99.
Mm-hmm.
Now a Carbon Hoyt is what, $2,400?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's almost $1,000 more in what, less than 10 years?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
I think carbon bows are gonna fade out before too long.
I think everything's going to go to that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised and not surprised at all at the same time that Matthews hasn't tried a magnesium riser like that.
Me too, but the thing is, Matthews already makes their bows lighter than just about everybody else in the aluminum market.
Well, think of how light they can make a magnesium bow, because they have all those six-axis CNC, so they can cut more out of the riser. But I'm also not surprised because I don't think that Matthews has any interest in doing anything other than aluminum.
I was gonna say for them it's kind of why reinvent the wheel when what they already have is working really well.
When what they already have is the top seller for the last
20.
Yeah. More years than we can count, probably. So it's like, why, like you said, why even go into that, you know? I think all these other companies are trying these things to beat that, right?
Well, a lot of
or
that
to get
is
an edge somewhere.
It's more or less niche marketing.
True.
I think that a lot of these companies try to time it so that they are on the up when they come out with one of these new things. And then if you time that correctly in your business strategy, you can carve out a lot more of the market and stuff like that. So, I mean, Darton is an old company, but I remember growing up and I had only heard about Darton, and I never saw them sold in stores or anything like that. And then all of a sudden,
boom,
4 years ago, they started making bows again. Now they own every patent known to man.
That's pretty much all that sustained Darton at that point.
But then they come back and start making really, really good bows.
I kind of been looking at getting a Darton Sequel 35 for my next 3D bow.
I've been looking at the 35s as well.
I need to call Adam over in Pennsylvania to see if... The problem is, every time he sends me a bow to demo...
You end up buying it.
I know.
Don't contact him unless you have...
Unless you're ready.
$2,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where I want a pure indoor bow for 18 meters. And Pinky is totally fine with 3D. Proven. And then, of course, I have my Exalt for hunting or whatever I want to do with them. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did. I've traded my Echelon over, and it's pretty much just strictly 3D now. Not 3D, but indoor. Then the option is my 3D bow. But this summer I'm going to play with the Expedition and throw the...
I was going to say, the Expedition's the hunt bow.
Expedition's the hunt bow. But this summer I'm going to throw the Avances on it. And just...
That'll be interesting.
That way I can just beat the shit out of the arrows and...
What's it set to, poundage?
60.
And right now you're shooting 5.0s out of it?
Yeah. I'm not... The 5.0s are a good arrow, but they are not durable.
No.
At all.
No.
You look at a limb wrong and graze it.
That's surprising.
It's crazy because I shot the Easton Axis arrows for a long time, and those were... they're tanks. Dude. They're tanks, man.
But they are heavy GPI.
Yes, but
I'm tempted to set up Avances for hunting arrows.
Yeah, those Easton Axis. When I had my Hoyt Turbo, I was doing 260 spine, and they were 11.7 GPI.
Yeah,
and you can get a Victory now. What, 7.8 GPI?
See, that's the thing with them, though, is the Axis, though, came out who knows when, but long before I was even shooting a bow.
Axis came out in 2000.
My thing is, whenever they came out, nothing has changed with them. They're the same arrow.
Yeah.
So,
3 or 4.
The victories,
Still shoot them.
but what I'm saying is the victories are new. That's like new era stuff, right? The Accesses are kind of like
Victory's been around for a very long time.
no, but
too.
I'm saying like the TKOs and like the stuff he's talking about. Those have been around what 5-6 years maybe.
TKO's been around, I think, about 10 years.
But they got popular.
And they've changed, right? Like they've gotten a little lighter
Yeah.
and stuff. What I'm saying is the Access has been the same since when it came out to now. It's the same arrow, same GPI. Nothing's changed. They just work. Now, if you're willing to give up weight for what you get out of that arrow, then it works.
It all depends on what you're hunting.
Yeah, it's an excellent whitetail arrow. Excellent whitetail arrow.
Excellent elk arrow.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I ran FMJs for years out of the old PSEs. And the bad part is, the PSEs just were shit boxes.
Yeah.
You want to talk about old magnesium risers, those things are fucking heavy. Rattled your hand. And had a propensity to explode every once in a while.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Have you seen the successor to the X lights?
Yeah,
The Nex lights? Those things actually look really good.
they do.
They kind of look like Elites, to be honest with you.
They do.
I like the way Elites look.
They look like Elites. I think that I kind of regret not waiting.
I mean, I don't. And it does have the Picatinny on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you're gonna say that every year. You're like,
yeah.
You,
I was gonna
you
say
gotta
I don't.
eventually make a decision. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a sub 6.5 pound bow.
Yeah.
The way it's set up.
Regardless, like, and that little bit of weight, I don't think is gonna.
The Picatinny might have saved me a couple ounces.
And at that, I mean, I get it. Even if you wanted to bitch about it being profile, the smaller profile, I get it. But it's still
It's
like
not gonna
that.
save
That
me
right
that
there,
much.
that setup is like, there ain't nothing wrong with it.
I mean, I regret waiting 4 months for the driver to come out, but at the same time,
Instead of what?
I still got the UV.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I was in here last week on Wednesday, a week ago, and I told you that I took the Elite bipod off. I took the chode stabilizer off the front, and then what else?
You reduced a lot.
And then I took the quiver off of the bow, and I shaved off over a pound.
Yeah.
Of
From
just
that
weight.
bow, just over a pound. I mean, I just think that I chose really heavy accessories.
You did.
Yeah.
I mean,
what did we find out the difference was between the driver and the UV? So the UV was 12 point something ounces,
Yeah.
and the driver was 8 ounces.
8
or
ounces.
something like
And
that.
that's my driver, and I've got the long bar.
Yeah. You've got the adjustment one, right? Like the one that can slide out. Right?
Yeah. And, that's kind of, I wanted the long bar so I could torque tune the
mine's
bow.
probably, 6? Probably?
Yeah.
On the Picatinny mount?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, it's super light.
And the thing I love about the driver, it's the evolution of the landslide,
Yeah.
which I got on the option. But for 3D, the landslide is the perfect fucking sight.
I think for my indoor bow, whenever I get that in the next 2 years, I'm going to go with some type of Excel sight
Setup.
because that screw thing is, to me, it's much better than it. So I like the UV and how all the cartridges fit together and stuff like that, but for me, the Excel actually threading on, all your accessories threading on, to me, is a much
Yeah.
more efficient, probably less expensive and just a better setup.
Yes.
And I can change pin setups and that thing. In the landslide with that, whatever the hell it is, AVX41 or whatever scope housing, I can go from a 2-pin, single pin.
You can change. Yeah,
I can have it come up from the top.
I can on the XLs.
Oh, you can put stickers on it. And just use put the stickers on the
post
lens.
Yeah,
I'm about half tempted to do that.
I've been really pleased with the dot, with the small dot, and then the circle around the dot on my lens. I've been really pleased with that because when I just focus on keeping the vital zone inside the circle, it lends well to me not having target panic and stuff like that.
You almost match ring to ring, right? And that's it, ring to ring, and then just let her fly. That makes makes sense.
You know, that's good. That's all well and good until you're 30 minutes from sunset.
No, that's fair.
But that's on a lens, though.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm only going to shoot that
3D.
That's not a hunting
setup.
Yeah. That's 3D and indoor.
Yeah, I think I'm very tempted to go to just a dot for indoor.
Yeah, don't go. You know how the UV has the hole in the middle where you can put the fiber optic. I was talking to Jeremy today, and that thing is too small. It is way too small. It doesn't matter whether you put the green little fiber in there, the orange, definitely not the blue, or anything like that. It's too small. And indoors at Joe Henry, I was having to crank up the light to the max
it out
to even see it. And I was just like, this is not the ticket. This is not the ticket. So I finally put the dot on there and the ring around it. And I'm very happy with it.
Well, the last indoor thing the city put on, I shot it, and with the...
Oh, that's right, you did.
I switched over to a red fiber in my sight, and it did not pick it up at all.
Yeah.
I could not see a fucking thing. I shot a 284, 280.
I can actually tell you what you shot.
I can...
Because Phoebes texted me.
I got it on my thing. 274. 273. 270. And that was literally me shooting without being able to see a pin.
Yeah.
Or hardly even make out my post.
Yeah.
I was just kind of centering my shit and
hoping,
going.
Well, and that's what I figured out about cameras as well. When you're in that gym, it seems like it's bright in there. And then you have to do something that involves sensitivity to light, like shooting archery or with cameras, and you're like, God damn, it's dark in here.
Yeah.
So...
I just wish they'd pick any other day than Friday night for the league.
Well, it's coming back. Friday nights.
Well, it's summertime. I might be able to just sneak away.
Oh, is it Friday night or did I schedule it for Saturday? I don't remember. It was so long ago that I put in that request. I don't remember. I might have scheduled it for Saturday, but
I think Phoebe told me it was Fridays.
Yeah. Well, I put in the request for the league, and she puts in the request for everything else for archery, because that's her area of responsibility, and I just do the league. But
see, that's where it'd be nice if we do an indoor league. Then I could get that bear going for that.
Oh yeah,
and just that would
put some donkey
dick stabilizers on there, dude.
I will. You can use the Black Max.
And
Black Max, baby, the Black Max.
This stabilizer is probably shit.
It's probably taller than me.
I think it's older than you too.
That's 2 strikes right there, man. It's darker than me, so it's
Definitely darker than you.
Yeah,
That's from the
yeah.
Ron Jeremy range. Right
for sure.
I bought that from Mesa Sports Shop
Oh yeah, I remember that shop.
back when I was in high school.
It was right there across from Gonzo's, right there by the Mariscos place.
Gonzo's.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the liquor store across the parking lot is one of the Gonzo's shops.
Yeah, that's where I usually buy my Copenhagen because they didn't card.
When I was a kid, that was the only place you could go and buy like live fishing bait.
Yeah. Throw the donkey dick on there.
I will tell you what, for my indoor bow, I'm going to buy 2 of those SOSs. And put them on the rear stabilizers. Dude. That's what I figured out this week.
It'll settle you down.
That's what I figured out.
I saw you put that on your back bar instead of just the...
Yes. And when I first put it on my bow, I was going out hunting with my bow. So I mounted it on. I mounted it directly to the bow because then I figured out I didn't need a back bar, and that makes it like a lot better to wield in the field, and you can put it in your truck and stuff like that without having the back bar hitting anything and stuff like that. You can go through bushes and you can spin it around real quick instead of like, spinning it around out here because your back bar is going to hit you in the stomach or something like that. And I was like, man, this thing, I don't know. It's basically a $200 rear stabilizer is what I did. And then I had a conversation with, and I had always wondered about like putting it further away from the bow. I'd always wondered about that, but I'd never seen anybody do that. And then I was having a conversation with some guy at Blythe, and he was like, yeah, I think I'm going to put it, like, I think I'm going to experiment and put it like away, like on the end of my stabilizer or something like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to test that. So I came back and I had some free time during the week in one of the mornings, and I just bolted it onto the back of my bow. I took all the weights off of it, and then took it off of the sidebar that it was on, and then just directly mounted it to the bow with the weight, and screwed it on there. And
like how mine is, but on the front. Mine's on the front, but yours is on the back now.
Yeah, but it's like way back on my back stabilizer. And I drew back, and I was like, either I'm feeling really strong and really good today, or this thing
it actually
works.
Is working. Yeah.
And I shot it for about 25 shots, and it did not change at all. So I was like, again, either I'm feeling really strong today, or this thing works. So I put it away, and then I came back a couple of days later and shot it again, and I had the exact same result, and that's when I posted it. And then I was like, this is interesting. So I put it on Jeremy's bow today, and I had him shoot his bow beforehand. And then I put it on his bow, and I had it to where the weekend was going up and down. And he drew back, and he's like, he shot, and he's like, I put it on the end of his stabilizer. And he said, I feel like it made a difference, but my pin is just going from side to side now. So I said, all right, give me your bow back. And I turned it so that the weak side was going side to side. And he drew back, and he shot like 4 times. He's like, that thing works. It really does. So, it makes sense. It makes sense because it's physics. It's basically acting like a gyroscope.
Yeah.
Or gyro. In Taipei 101, the famous skyscraper, they have a giant tungsten ball that is, I don't know, 25 feet in diameter, suspended from the top, so that when they have earthquakes and stuff like that, that thing basically moves instead of the tower. So it makes sense, but at the same time, it's one of those things where if you put it in a position where it's really working, is it viable for hunting? because I mean that thing sticks out a long way. I mean my front bar is 21 inches and my back bar I think is 17, and then you add on the 2 inches for that and it becomes basically a 19-inch stabilizer. So
well, I ordered one. I'm going to experiment with it.
oh, were you able to find one?
I just ordered straight from the website.
They didn't have them
They said they were back ordered like a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
that was not the case when we were trying to do this.
It was like we'll let you know when we can get it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm on that one because I tend to have a little bit of pin float with Expedition just because it is so light.
I was going to say it's because it's so light.
I wanted a light bow. I fully intended on it being not a fucking tack driver, it's totally meant to
pack.
be.
It's to pack and to carry.
Yeah.
Right.
So I ordered one. I've got the Podium Archer offset bar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to direct it into that on my lower mount and see what happens.
Yeah. The thing that I found out is the further away you put it from your bow, the more effective it is. Now, I don't know if there's a certain point where it becomes actually less effective because there should theoretically be a point where it's performing, the optimum, and then once you put it out far enough, it actually increases the amount.
Yeah.
But I seem to find the perfect balance point.
Well,
just hanging it on my back stabilizer.
That's why a lot of the original model they literally just bolted onto the rod of the stabilizer. That way you can.
Yeah, it was like the square that would bolt to your actual rod. I should have at Vegas just bought like 5 of them, and then sold them down.
Maybe that's why like the way I mounted mine, like where like your little short stabilizer will go. Maybe that's why it's actually being somewhat effective there for me, because I'm telling you, like maybe it's a little bit in my head of a couple things of that bow, but I definitely feel like this weekend's shoot, I shot as good as I did. I definitely feel like it had a play in it. I definitely feel like it had a play in how steady my pin was this week.
The only way to figure that out is to just keep taking it on and off, on and off.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It could be because you've never shot that bow
without it.
But
my deal is, I'm just like, if that means I keep believing in it and I keep shooting 12s, then why even take it off?
Take it off. I want to see you take it off and just shoot. Let's do this for Sunday.
Just leave it off and shoot it.
I want to have you shoot a 60-yard group with it on. Then you just keep shooting, and at some point, I'm going to take it off.
Shoot, I don't even care. I'll go and shoot the course. I'll shoot the course twice. I'll shoot it with and then without.
I'd rather you not notice it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
It's like putting
it's a double
like
placebo.
A snap cap in your magazine.
Do the placebo effect.
I just feel like that's a prime thing though. Is like me shooting it this week, having it on. I've never shot it with it on to know the difference. But tell me how did I shoot that well? And I'm not saying I've never had anything else, but it's like I normally shoot, like I said, I'm being honest. I normally shoot high 70s, 80s I'll touch.
I'm going to tell you right now what it is. You
picked the right bow, dude.
You picked the right bow.
Okay. And you did your research and you shot every bow and then you picked the one that you were most comfortable with.
Now I do have one bone to pick. It is a heavy fucking bow for a carbon bow.
Okay. Here's where I am. I was actually happy with, and I think you can vouch for this, is it wasn't much wind, but even when there was wind, I only had how many 5s on, or how many 8s did I have on Sunday?
Yeah.
Not very many. but it's because the weight was there. If it was any lighter, I'd have been all over the place. So on a hunt setup, for me, I'd almost be okay. I've always been okay with a little bit of extra weight. My Hoyt was way heavier than that, and it was a carbon bow as well.
Yeah.
But I like it that way because it will help me if there is wind on the hunt setup.
You know, there's no other bow that's built like the Sicario at the moment.
Yeah.
With that short brace sight, with the speed and everything else, there's no comparable aluminum bow to it. To me, I've got that Expedition because I wanted the lightweight.
Yeah.
I built it to be lightweight.
Super light.
Because I want to be able to haul that thing up a fucking mountain.
Right.
And not be tired at the top.
Yeah.
I'm also 10 years older than you. And
Fair enough. And see, that's my deal. Is I'm like,
I'm also 10 years older and
I'll give up the weight to hike that. I've hiked my ass off with heavier bows than that, and I'll be fine, right?
And have a quarter of the injuries I got.
Austin brought that up too, where he was like, how about a little bit of weight for when there's wind? And I'm like, honestly, that's where I will add the weight off of the bare bow. I'll add weight to reduce that wind factor on my own.
Well, and also you're probably going to figure out the same thing that I did, where you've got the Ghost Sticks on there, you've got the SOS, which is a heavy
accessory
piece of steel.
Yeah,
if you
That's
took those
2 pounds.
if you took those things off,
Yeah.
I think that you would have a very light setup.
Yeah.
That you would not. I don't think you would necessarily notice it for when you were hunting to
Right.
have those accessories off of there.
Right. And to be honest, I have a 10-inch in the front and an 8-inch in the back. So those could get reduced as well if I really wanted to reduce.
You could probably get away with on that bow.
Or leave them, but take the weights off.
You could probably get away with like an 8 and a 6.
You know, but you get what I'm saying. It's like there's ways to reduce the weight if I really wanted to reduce the weight. My thing is that going from what I was used to this, it's got to be. I probably easily lost a pound, if not more, of weight from that Hoyt to this. And that Hoyt didn't even have it had a small back bar and the same length front bar, no sticks, no Ghost Sticks, and no SOS.
And a fixed pins.
No, it was a slider.
You had
slider.
that old.
It had a 5-pin Hoyt Exceed slider.
Oh yeah.
But still. But it was a full. I will say I did not mind that though. It was a full aluminum housed slider.
Yeah.
Because it was just built like tough as shit. But I mean, that's weight.
I don't foresee the driver being an issue.
No, not at all. No.
Everything XL makes is built bulletproof.
But I'm one of those guys where I would take the hit on the weight side for the stabilization side, for sure.
You know, shooting the Expedition though, I've never had an issue with the stabilization on that bow at all. That bow is rock steady, even in wind.
Well, it's got wide limb pockets, so
yeah,
and a 7 and 1/4 inch brace height.
Yeah.
And the cams on it are fucking the size of dinner plates.
Yeah.
right.
It feels like it shoots like a 33, 34 inch axle-to-axle bow with those big ass cams on it. That's why I'm going to spend the summer fucking with it and shooting 3D with it just for shits and giggles. I don't think I'm going to make bow disciples.
No, you're not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have the same problem I did for Rumble on the Rocks. That's okay. So I understand.
Understandable.
Buddy. I understand, buddy.
She was thinking about going. She kind of was like, "Oh, I'll go with you. I'll do this." I said, "You're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's your birthday. I don't want to make you do that on your birthday."
That's fair.
And
I will say, totally going back to to smoke, it only shot as good as it did because I have a kick-ass bow mechanic. that helped me set it up. That setup, watching that thing get built was actually probably one of the coolest things I've seen. Like, to actually buy it all, dude, like you said, I took the time to do the research to understand what parts I was ordering, the accessories I wanted, all that good stuff. But then to see it get put together and like from start to finish was pretty cool. Because all the other bows I've gotten, they've just like, they come either pre-done or like I buy them off a shelf and they already have this and that on them and then they just throw whatever on them, right?
Yeah.
So like that was pretty cool. And then to walk out Sunday morning and it just performs, I was like, oh yeah, it's...
Almost looks like I would know what I'm doing when I do that shit.
A little bit.
Well, and also, like, how fortunate are we to have a situation where we get our bows set up, and then the next day we're out at the range with the person that set up our bow
100%
to do that, and then 2 days later we can come back into the bow cave and fix whatever is,
right. Fix the flaws that we found or whatever. Yeah.
A remaining issue, whether it be, oh, we got to adjust the rest, or hey, we have to adjust the timing of the cams, or hey, our sight tape's not 100% on, or hey, my draw length's a little bit too short. Like, I mean, you can go into a shop, and even in the best shops in the world, a bow will feel different the next day.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, I don't know how many times I've gone into a bow shop where they knew what they were doing, but the bow feels different the next day.
Yeah.
And then, you have to, I don't know, schedule time with them and stuff like that. And
you got to go back and then
you got to go back, and like how awesome is it to literally have...
Basically, it makes it very convenient to have Mr. Gump around for us.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of nice. I like doing it. It's fun.
It's much appreciated, I'll tell you that. For sure.
I geek out on the tuning aspect of it.
Hence why I didn't take your $10 on Saturday afternoon.
I told you, I said, bitch, I'm not.
I am not, and I'm like, I get it, dude. All good. I'm
Consider that services rendered.
Not a big deal, dude.
I completely forgot about this.
Don't even worry about it.
Oh,
you're
no,
good.
I will.
No, you're good, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to you, Daddy.
With that Black Max in your hand, dude, take it easy. Take it easy, man.
It is an Easton. I wonder if that came off the same line as the Bats.
It might have.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man.
It's got the same...
Nate was like, I will fight whoever doesn't give you your $10. I will. And I was like, okay. And he's like, who didn't pay you? And I'm like, okay. I was like, Gump didn't, but there's reasons for it. And he's like, oh, no, we're good. I'm like, he built the damn bow that I'm shooting. Like, leave him alone. I think PBR thought he was going to run away with that, to be honest.
Oh, I do too.
He thought he was going to run away with that.
I think he thought he was going to kick everybody's ass.
Bro.
I love that guy. PBR is fucking awesome.
He's fucking hilarious.
He's awesome, man.
We were the second day. The first day I shot with James, and three other guys.
Colt
and
Eric.
And yeah. And then the second day, I knew I was going to be with you because I shot on 191, you shot on 195, and I was like, okay, so Adam's going to be with me. I know that he's going to be in my group, but I'm just wondering who
else is going to get tied in.
Who else is going to get tied in? And then we got one person who I was like, okay, well, whatever. And then so I come up to you, and you're standing next to PBR, and they were like, yeah.
Chris Hicks.
Yeah, Chris Hicks. And I was like, okay,
I didn't know who it was neither.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so I come up and I'm like, I'm standing next to you and PBR, and I'm like, okay, we know we're together. Who's this Chris guy? And you just go, it's fucking PBR, and I'm like, yes, yes, dude. That was the happiest I've been in a long time.
What's so funny is they said his name, and I didn't say anything because I'm not gonna say I didn't know his name, but I knew his last name. I didn't know his first name was Chris. So when they said that, I'm like, I wonder if it's him. But as soon as they said it, he was like, who else did they say? And they were like, David and Adam. And he was like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that confirmed. And I'm like, okay, sweet.
Dude, he showed
Thank
up.
God.
You got Creepy Dave and the Pocket Mexican.
Thank God.
He showed
And
up.
his PBR shirt, dude.
He showed up the second day, and like I just thought it was a regular like Hawaiian shirt with like it was like all red with like flowers and then white things on, and I didn't look too closely at it. And I didn't see that it actually had PBR cans on his shirt. And I saw it on the trail, and I was like, dude, that's a fucking awesome shirt.
He was telling us the day before. He's like, my son bought me this shirt for my birthday, and he was so excited. He's like, I'm wearing it on Sunday. I'm wearing it for this shoot. And then your guys' group got announced, and I'm like, oh, dude, that group is going to be... That is literally the shit show. Like,
oh, fuck.
That is literally the shit show.
Me, Austin, Nathan... Mike, Brian Green.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, it's just a Sunday shoot for us.
I was going to say, you guys go an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes away, and you end up having to shoot all together on a Sunday.
That's not the worst thing in the world.
But you know what's funny?
I'm just saying, like, go figure, right? Like,
what's funny, in Rumble on the Rocks, we did the same fucking thing. Me, Austin, and Nathan ended up shooting together.
Dude, we got 3/4 of the way through the trail, and I was done with the day. And we were starting to fade a little bit.
Yeah.
And me and PBR started talking about beer. And I was like, how the fuck do we expedite us drinking beer? And I just started not giving a fuck, and PBR was like, I'm right there with you, buddy. And so the second we said that, we all shot 12s. And I was just like,
12.
fuck yeah,
12.
here we go.
Yeah.
That's the mindset we need to be. What do we need to do to drink beer?
This guy was literally like
better from there.
This guy was literally like walking up, and they were like, Dave, you're up. And he's like, cool. Fastest I've ever seen him shoot ever. Because normally your process takes a minute, you settle in, all good. Those last, four targets probably were walk up, he's like, whoop, douche, 12. I'm like, what? What?
I was like, I don't care anymore.
Okay.
I just want to drink beer. I just want to drink beer.
It's like everybody on Sunday morning, the only thing we wanted right then and there, your group, my group, James, everybody, everything, the whole thing, everybody was just like, we want beer.
Yeah.
First thing James did to put his bow away and comes over to my truck.
Yeah.
I'm reading your cooler.
Pal, I need a beer. Have at it. And he goes for the bag cooler, where he's like, gets it, and he's like, looks at it. I'm like, no, go in the ice chest.
Go in the cooler.
Yeah, go in the cooler. Pro move.
Pro
move.
Well, the problem with James is that, like, when he starts drinking beer, he falls off so fast. Like he is lights out, but he has to stay sober, or else he will start shooting fives in a like worse than I've ever seen. So like he is lights out when he's sober, but when he starts drinking beer, like we get better when we start drinking beer.
Yeah.
He drops off a cliff when he starts drinking beer.
I hadn't had one beer in the morning. I shot 195, and then I had I think 2 or 3 at the truck, and then I had 2 on the trail and shot that 224, and I was feeling so. I was like, let's shoot another one.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, that's all it was. I didn't care anymore. Like I was just having fun. Like,
all right, boys, it's time for a break.
Time for a pee break.
All right,
pee break.
Okay. Oh, you check my cameras, anyways.
Rumble on the Rocks, I think, was the first time I actually shot with James. Shot with him.
He's fucking automatic, dude.
Yeah.
Well, we
fucking automatic.
We were getting a little drunk.
I was gonna say, congratulations to him. First off, second off, congratulations to him, and happy that he was able to take that shot that he took at the end of it. It looked like that was fun. You missed that, but I think he had. Did he bet Austin, or somehow they came up on some agreement that he needed to take a shot after he wins the buckle. And so Austin poured him a shot of Captain Morgan, I think, and
no, it was Jim Beam.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, yeah. Well, it was you could tell it was a rough one for him. He like went, got his buckle, came back, took it, and you could see it got him pretty good.
It was a little rough
Yeah,
for him.
it was a little rough. It sat there for a minute. We had to sit there for a minute for all that to even happen. So
Yeah.
I give
And
him
a bad
mad.
part-
I give him mad credit for even taking that one.
And the bad part is you can't even blame Blythe for half of this shit that went wrong with that.
No.
You know, I think everybody, they need to have a pen and paper system in place.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how good any of their members are with like computers and stuff like that. But
so did you hear what happened or no?
no, I did not, because Lauren was my ride, and after the after all of that stuff, after the actual shoot awards, because Blythe was the last stop on the trip on the
Desert
on the series.
Yeah.
So they went through the actual Blythe shoot awards, and then afterwards they went through the series awards.
Correct.
And after
The
that,
Buckle
after the
series.
shoot, Lauren was like, "I'm ready to go," and I was like,
Then she wins the 50-50 as you're driving out. Yeah.
She's
So
like, "I never fucking win," and I was like, "Well, there you go, dude."
So here's
She got her whole trip paid for in that raffle.
in that moment.
Yeah.
That's cool. So here's what I got out of it is that yes, this was Blythe's first leg that they ran of the what is it, the Desert Buckle series or whatever it is.
Southwest.
So I get it. Like they were trying to get, you know, acclimated to all that stuff and what they have to have prepared and all that good stuff. That's part of it. However, I get what like Gump is saying is like the programming side. I guess what ended up happening was they got all the cards and went to apply them to where it like gives like your totals to where it ranks you with everything you turned in over time of the 4 legs. Cause like David, what's David's last name? The one that shoots in the camo shirt all the time.
Brackus or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's good, right?
That sounds right. Yeah, he's good.
I think he
lines.
shot 4 legs. So like you have to enter that and then it drops the one that's bad, right? Yeah. So in that program, I guess first off they had issues getting everything uploaded. Then once they uploaded everything, for some reason it pulled the last 10 years of information of people's names and stuff. Like it was crazy. So it was like they had programs weren't talking to each other basically.
Yeah.
So from one leg to the next, it was not talking.
And their Starlink connection wasn't. They
yes,
had an issue
the internet was not the problem. It was a whole thing. So
they had to go back to the house.
Yeah,
get
the person had to leave with the computer, go back,
and then I think they had to call Tucson.
Yes,
to get it all to have somebody actually redo
there,
the whole program.
Send it to them. They had to get it sent to them, done, and then come back. And in the meantime, we're sitting there talking, and James is like, I don't get it. Everybody knows, we all, even his bracket, even the unknown men's bracket, everybody knows who took first, second, third. No one's going to cheat. So if you he told Mike Ford, he's like, if you just go to every table and ask them and just write down on a piece of paper who's first, second, third, everyone will be honest. You'll have the honest answers. He's like, I know I took first, Colt took second, David took third, or whatever. In the men's, what is it? Unknown or whatever.
Camo.
Yeah, he's no, the other one, the one that Sam won.
Oh, pins.
The fixed pins one. Yeah. Sam's like, yeah, I know I won. I know so and so took second. Justin Bieber took second. Everybody knew. So Mike's like, well, shit, I could have done that the whole time.
Justin Bieber there?
No, not Bieber. Hubert. I don't know.
Hubert. Okay.
Hubert. Yeah. He's a dude. He was telling me he's the one. I don't know if you were sitting there with us neither. He's from Globe. He was telling me that Globe is the original Buckle Series place. The first Buckle. So I guess they're bringing it back, but they're bringing it back in February for them. And that he said that their shoots are gonna be. They're changing to where. Like us, right? We have to shoot open because we have a slider. Mm-hmm. So even though there's a hunter bracket, and we're hunters, but we have a slider, so we have to qualify now for open. He's like, we're gonna make the hunter bracket. Well, no, sorry, take that back. We're gonna make the open bracket and hunter bracket basically one. It's a modern, what is it? Modern
bow hunter or whatever, yeah.
So he's like, we're doing all that. He's like, the only thing you can't have is a lens, and you can't have an 18-inch stabilizer, like longer than 18 inches. And I'm like, I think that's pretty fair.
Oh yeah, because most people, most even hunters nowadays, they're 15 and under.
Yeah, and everybody runs a slider.
Because it used to be that your stabilizer coming off of your riser, which included the quick disconnect, had to be 12 inches and under.
Yeah.
Right.
So 18 is
Plenty. So he was like, we're gonna do that. All of our series are gonna have that. They'll be same thing. They'll be 4 legs, 3 qualify.
That's something that needs to happen anyway.
Yes.
If you're running a slider,
it shouldn't DQ you from the hunter series. Like, like
modern hunter.
I mean, regardless, I'm like, go name a hunter that doesn't want capability of shooting 100 yards. Like, I mean, I get with a fixed pin, you're still capable of holding that high, but come on. That's what these tools are designed for.
We need to get Zach in here, and we need to have him talk about the old days of us and doing the Southwest Extreme. We used to shoot 100, 120 yards with fixed pins.
Well, that's what we fucking talked about when day 2 ended, is doing an extreme bracket like that, where it's 50 to 100 yards, and drinking is encouraged.
Oh, yeah. That is our... PBR was on that one, wasn't it?
I think that is our fucking...
I'm like...
That would be the most fun bracket
that
ever,
smells
dude.
like a PBR idea, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Drinking?
I want to be in PBR's group every single fucking time.
I think it'd only be one group. I mean, it'd be us and fucking PBR.
Yeah. No,
I'd be totally fine with that.
That'd be
50 to 100 yards. Drinking is encouraged.
Yeah.
That is fucking epic. Dude, think about it. We could nobody else would even think about doing anything like that in a competition.
No.
Oh no.
Except us.
Yeah.
We'd all be like,
just have someone follow us around with a keg or something like that.
The water coolers, instead of them being that, they're kegs.
They're
kegs.
kegs.
Yeah.
You must drink 2 beers at this stop.
It'd be like the whatever it is, the drunk mile or whatever.
Yeah.
20 targets.
20 beers.
20 beers.
Yeah.
Who
that might get
comes out?
Dangerous,
yeah.
I mean,
who comes out on top?
That's funny.
Who lasts long enough? I fucking don't know which way I fucking.
At that point, it's not even what you score. It's just who can walk across the finish line.
who can finish the fucking trail? Dude?
Walk the trail, dude.
Who has the least amount of zeros?
That's funny.
Oh. God, that guy's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get PBR on a fucking podcast.
Dude, I know. He's got a cool story, dude. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah, no.
We ought to get... we need...
Dude, I remember the first time I met him. I was in the group at our leg of the Southwest 3D. And I was in a group with James.
Oh, on Sunday.
No,
yeah, it was James and him, and what's the other guy's name?
No,
He's here every time.
Saturday. That was Saturday. In Sunday, I was in a group with PBR and a guy that we had already shot. I forget his name. He's a cool dude.
He's here all the time. He's an older guy. Kind of reminds me of Tim.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude. My group
you were the group
Sunday,
behind us.
Yeah. My group for Sunday was awesome. It was PBR and the other guy. I can't fucking remember his name. He's a good dude too.
If you've seen him, you'd know who we're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And we were walking around on the Sunday trail, and you texted Green thirsty, and he came in on the ATV and was like, "We're not winning this thing anyway, so let's fucking drink some beer." So I grabbed a beer from you, and PBR just goes, "I fucking swear if he hits a 12 right here." And I fucking smoked a 12, and he goes, "It's performance enhancing drugs!" And I was just like, and then PBR was like, "Hey, tell him to go to my trailer and get me some PBRs, dude.
That's what he was telling me when we were on the fun course on Saturday. He was like, we cannot let David drink beers. If we let him drink beers, he's gonna shoot 12s. We cannot let him have it. We can't. And I'm like, okay, man, whatever, dude.
Well, he told me that during our shoot, he fucking went out on the fun courses alone, and I was like, you should have fucking tracked us down, dude. Yeah. We would have been down to clown, man. Like, he's like, you didn't have to. I was like, you didn't have to shoot that by yourself.
On Sunday?
Yeah, on Saturday. At our shoot. Like,
at our shoot.
Yeah, high noon. I was like, you should have fucking tracked one of us down because I totally would have fucking shot with you, dude.
Even if we had already shot, we'd have probably shot it again.
Exactly. Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
It's only 20 targets.
Yeah. As long as you don't have 18 people with you, that shit goes real quick.
Yeah.
I don't remember shooting the fun course Saturday.
At our shoot? Yeah.
I don't remember it at all. I don't even remember if I did it.
I wasn't, no, that was Walk the Trail. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Me neither, actually.
We might have been too busy.
I really don't, actually.
Did we shoot it?
I don't know.
Or did we get drunk?
I don't know. Well,
that's a good possibility. We got drunk.
Well, during the 3D championship, we didn't get too drunk because it was the 3D championship. And then I was hosting Brianna and James, so I was kind of focusing on making sure that they had everything they needed and stuff like that. So like the 3D championship is the business portion. The Walk the Trails is the fun portion.
Yeah.
So
for you guys,
yeah. Well, your business during Walk the Trails. So, but
it's a fundraiser, so I try to get as many people as I can to eat.
Yeah.
To fucking do the fun shoots, to do that shit.
I mean, our concession is on point now with Desi running it. So,
I will say it was badass that at Walk the Trails too. Like, Yima won all the fun shit, so
yeah,
no one came and took our money.
Do you remember doing the night challenge?
Yeah.
Okay.
he's like, I smoked 100 yards, and we're like, yeah, you did, Gump. Yeah, you did, buddy.
You were giggling.
But you were the same guy that had your arrows right here in your chest pack, and you're like, anyone seen my arrows? Everyone seen these arrows, red fletchings? And we're like, Gump, they're right there, man. You've had them for the last half hour.
I was drunker than 10 Indians.
Oh, I know.
Goodness,
I know.
Dude.
But
you shot very giggling.
You shot 100 yards in your chef suit, dude. Like, I get it.
Did you still have your apron
on? He did. He did. He was all buttoned up and everything, man.
I had the chef jacket on because
you had the chef jacket on.
When I'm doing tri-tip, I like it because it gets.
But I just love that he had this. But I just love that you had the chef jacket on and your bino harness over it. Still, like, I love it.
That's a profile.
Like, you're ready to work. Right, you're ready to work and play at the same time. You know what I mean?
No, he was already in play mode by that point.
Well, once I got everybody fed. I think we did fucking 70 dinners.
Yeah.
We did a lot of food that weekend.
Yeah. Then the lights didn't work, and he had to come fix that. I don't even know if you were around.
Do you
remember that? Do you remember that or no?
Yeah, nobody could figure out how to work.
Well, no, it wasn't. We didn't know that breaker existed.
Yeah.
So we were like, we went to turn the lights on. None of the lights were turning on for the 100-yard shot.
Where was the breaker for that?
So there's one last breaker all the way at the end.
It's all the way at the end.
On that last telephone pole by where we normally shoot 100 yards. Away from the awning.
Where that big wire
is?
Yeah. Where the
no. Other way.
All the way towards on the north side.
I didn't know there was a fucking breaker over there.
Yeah, we got a breaker box over there.
Okay.
So we were trying the ones under the awnings, and it wasn't turning any lights on. And we're like, dude, what broke? What blew? So we call him, and he's like, try this. We tried that, and he's like, oh, the last one. And we're like, last one? He walks all the way to where we normally shoot 100 yards by the hay bales, right? And goes and like pops it open, and the lights turn on, and we're like, thank God. Like, okay, cool.
I stumbled over there.
Why? That makes, like, that's one of those electrical things that makes no sense, where you have a breaker box all the way at the end that somehow has has something to do with it when all the power comes from the main
under the awnings and everything, and you're just like,
here's the thing. I think the reason that they did that is they had a breaker box and they didn't want to put a switch in.
Yeah.
They wanted a breaker box they could lock.
Yeah.
More so than anything else.
But someone came and found me for the 100-yard, and I didn't even want to shoot it. Somebody came and found me and said, "You need to shoot this." So, I was inebriated at that point, but I wasn't your level, dude.
I hit foam every time though.
Yeah, but I said, okay, well, give me 10 minutes to get my bow, and they were like,
I think it was
started, blah blah blah, and I was like, I don't give a fuck.
No, I think it was me and Nate. We were telling you because you were there.
Yeah.
Because you were giving me light.
I was
like, just go get your bow, dude. Like, just go. Like,
I was literally hoping that I would get to my truck, get my bow out, and then come back, and then be
everybody's
like,
scoring.
It's over, and I'd be like, oh darn.
The bad part is on that one, I'm sitting there, I'm drunker than a skunk already. Then David Sullivan, his fifth wheel's right there. He goes, "Hey, go! I got something for you." Hands me a fucking shot of Jack Daniels or something.
Something.
That was just lit.
Yeah.
Nah, it was good though.
Well, I already know when I'm cooking tri-tip like that, I'm going to get drunk.
Yeah. It's an all-day thing, man.
Yeah. That was a good time, though.
But will you admit that having Desi and Lisa in the concession stand, it lessens the load on
120%.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it last year they ended up turning in what they made, and it was more than the concession stand has ever made. So, I mean, I don't remember you getting any calls from the concession stand when we were shooting in the morning on Saturday.
No.
So that was, you had other drama to deal with, but I mean that normally you get like 5 or 6 calls from the concession stand not knowing.
Normally I'm sitting there with, I've got a radio in one hand, a phone in the other hand, and I'm sitting there trying to talk to this person and that person.
Yeah. And get them to talk to each other.
We finished the entire canyon without you taking a single phone call, I think. So, I mean,
that's a win. Normally, I'm literally on. I've got a radio because I'm on radio with the clubhouse. I've got a radio in the kitchen. I've got to deal with registration shit, and I've got to deal with their shit in the kitchen. And I'm like, okay, can somebody from here go to there to help them with this and this and that? If you notice, I've kind of taken a little bit of a step back from all that shit.
Yeah.
Because I have been doing it for 20 years. It gets tiring.
I took a massive step back, so I understand that.
Well, if it wasn't for me and Zach, that club would no longer exist.
Yeah.
Mostly Zach.
I love Zach Kapoo.
I need to stop in and see that guy. I haven't seen him in like.
I haven't gone into Sprague's in probably a month. I normally go in and bother him to the point where he has to tell me to fuck off.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone in there because I've been so busy in a long time.
I haven't been in there since I bought the strings for the option.
That's been 3 weeks, at least, maybe a month. Because that was when I got the new strings for that bear, which was the last Blythe shoot.
No, I've got that. I put new strings on it Thursday before.
But what I'm saying is when you picked the strings up,
yeah,
that was that. If you look at it, it's been a month.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, because I sent you a picture of the strings on my bear, and then you were like, "Oh look, I got new strings too," and I was in there when you sent me that picture, and I was like, "Oh Zach, Gump got new strings." He's like, "Yeah, I came and picked them up today." I was like, "Oh wow, how weird."
We've just literally
crossed each other, yeah, that same day, but same thing. It's like I don't feel like a month's passed, but a month passed.
Fuck.
This month has gone, like the second half March, and then
first part of April.
This part of April has gone by so fucking quick, dude.
Yeah. Like Bow Disciples is gonna be here super quick.
I was thinking that Bow Disciples was a long fucking way away, and it's like
1 month.
It's.
But that month is gonna fly.
Well, and when I was right before last weekend, I was like, oh, it's 5 weeks away. Holy shit! And now it's fully 1 month.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never shot that, so it's gonna be fun.
It's so much fun.
4 courses, four courses.
Yeah.
I don't know what James is doing this year. I think it's 4 courses. I think he eliminated the kids course and just made it
another fun course.
They're all
a
fun
close
courses.
But I'm saying,
yeah.
But like kids can shoot it too, right?
Yeah,
a close course. I think he's got 2 close ones that are 50 and under. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
We were talking about that at a Rumble.
Yeah, he was telling me about it. I think in December what his plan was, it's going to be. He was talking about it and how he has decreased the number of targets per course, and then added a new course, and it's like the same amount of targets. So, he was wrestling with. I think he was wrestling with, like, are the courses too long? And so how can we have, because he's starting to get more and more and more and more people to go to Bow Disciples, and he's like, well, I don't want to back up on one trail or all the trails, so. If they have 4 decisions to make where they can go to 4 different trails.
You need to create another avenue. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to end up being the same amount of targets, but I think more trails. So
maybe he'll have like 4 15s rather than 3 20s?
Yeah, something like that.
That makes sense.
I forget what the breakdown is.
But I'm just saying that, like, that's rough math. But I'm like, that would make sense. Like,
So I don't remember how many.
At the end, it's 60 targets, and
it gets to the point where at the end of the trails, you're sitting there going.
Well, I was talking about to him about height to hunt, and how on some of those targets you have like on some of those trails you have like 27 targets, and it's a lot of fun. But at the same time,
it's a long day.
It's a long fucking day to be out on the trail. So
it's hard to pack that much
morning
beer.
Or after. Yeah,
it's hard to pack that much beer. Exactly.
How's Granite? I've never been to Granite.
Granite is fun.
You heard us talking about that, right?
We're doing Granite this year.
Okay.
The August 8th shoot.
That's what I heard. I heard my parents are putting all of us up apparently.
It's my birthday. That's my birthday weekend.
All right. 8th or the 9th?
8th.
8th, okay. Oh, yeah.
We're going to party.
I'll drink Coors Light that day for you. I'll put Miller Lights away for you. And I'll just drink Coors with you.
We'll get shithouse drunk and we'll Uber to the fucking trail.
Uber to the trail. Yeah.
Yeah. Austin's like, yeah, it'll be great. We'll have Adam's mom take us and pick us up. And I was like, oh, no, you don't get it, dude. My mom, like, her and Mike did, I'm like, they party harder than I do. Like, she's going to be right there with us getting drunk and hammered to where she'll tell us to Uber. Like, we're going to Uber, but she ain't going to be the ride. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
They're a good time, though. Mike is funny.
We need to just take a truck. That way we can leave it there with our ice chest and everything else in it.
At Granite? Out there? Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we definitely need Austin's Yeti.
The 120?
Yeah. And it's going to be cool enough to where that ice will last all weekend.
Well, we fill that up with beers and waters.
Yeah. Between all the coolers I have, even at their house, because I've got a bunch there, because normally I hunt up there, we'll have plenty of beer, basically.
Well, and I'll throw
not run out.
And I'll put the bed cover back on the truck, and we just stuff it all in my truck. And
even Mike's truck, he's got a bed cover. So he took the work truck, but he's got his personal truck that's got a bed cover and everything too. So we'll be fine.
We got a bow storage truck.
Yes, basically that. We'll have one for like our bow shit, and then we can have one of ice chest.
Well,
Like,
that's perfect.
one of the necessities. One of the high priority stuff.
Then we just get an Uber from the range back to the house.
Yes.
It's only, 15 minutes away?
If that. It's not even that far.
That's perfect because my last league night, I think, is around August 1st. So
okay. So it's literally going to butt up right next to it.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Dude, no, it'll be fun. I've always wanted to shoot there, but Granite always has like goofy like time frames that you can go, and like the range is only open from like it's like 4 to 7 on like Mondays and Wednesdays or something. It's weird. They have like a weird schedule.
They have a lot of.
So like when I'm there for a weekend,
the older guys
believe it or
that
not,
run it.
when I'm there for like the weekend, it's closed. Like you can't even go in there. Like you can't even shoot the practice range. And I'm like, you guys don't even have like cotton bales, like just to shoot cotton? And they're like, no, you're not even allowed. Like it's gated. Like you can't even get in there. And I'm like, all right, whatever, man. Like I'll just shoot.
Granite is.
But in all fairness, we can shoot at my parents' house, no problem. Anyways, right behind their house is like just open area.
State trust land.
Yeah, dude. We can all shoot there.
We'll get shit house drunk and.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be. You want to talk about a shit show, Gump?
It's
put all of us in one house. Oh, dude. It's the cheapest, drunkest Airbnb you've ever stayed at. Airbnb you've ever stayed at, buddy. On your birthday? Oh no.
Your mom will like her. You'll be like, "Fuck, we got this shit." She already knows though.
No, they'll be. You watch. It'll be a good time.
You're gonna be like, "God damn it, we got all these assholes."
No, it'll be fun.
And we're all old guys now. It's not like we're kids.
They'll. Well, what? Mike's older than you. My mom's older than you too, both. But I'm like, they'll party. You'll be trying to fall asleep. Mom's gonna be like, "What are you doing? Why? Like, get your ass up. Watch." I always gotta sneak away from them fools so I can go to bed. But it'll be fun. That'll be a fun shoot. And that's right before mine and Mike's hunt. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So that'll be our last probably like fun shoot, and then like the real work. Because at that point, we'll have 1 month till tags start.
And then we gotta get you guys shooting broadheads.
Yes. So I'm going beast broadhead. What do you guys think about that?
I've heard nothing but good things.
I'm the same. I've not heard anything but good.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
As long as
I'm already like pretty much set on it. I talked with James about it a little bit on Sunday, and he was like, "Dude, they just work. They blow holes and shit, and like the whole technology as far as like them like how they collapse and can kind of like reopen and then collapse and go through stuff. Like he's like they don't stay like locked open, He's like they are the way to go, and he's like I'm not just saying it, just to say it. He's like I believe in them, I use them, so I'm gonna do it.
As long as it's not a rage.
Yeah, no. I've always been a Reaper. Like, I've always used those, and they've worked good. They fly good. Originally, I used the what is it, like the G5s, like fix. Yeah, because those it's like fix. That's one less thing to go wrong. I was always one of those guys. It's like one less thing to go wrong. They fly pretty good. I can't complain. They're good enough for me. Now, again, going through all this is I'm gonna spend on what works and make sure it's what I trust.
When I was a kid, I used to shoot bare razor heads, screw in.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? They work.
Yeah.
As long as you make a good shot, placement. It does matter.
Yeah. Tim Reese was telling me that. He's like, it's all placement, man. If you can place it where it needs to go, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. But now, when you're off that 1 or 2 or 6 inches that you shouldn't have been, that's where a good broadhead will help you recover, But
until the advent of the beasts and how reliable everybody says they are, I wouldn't be shooting a an expandable on elk.
Yeah.
Just they're a heavy bone animal.
Yeah.
But as far as everybody's told me, and like James and other testimonials from all the other guys, I don't see a reason not to now.
Yeah.
They're easier to tune. Way easier to tune. They fly better.
They fly true. Yeah, that's for sure.
And you don't have to worry about your speed as much.
Right.
Like when you're shooting a fixed blade, you get above 290, 295. Fixed blades start doing weird things.
They want to start fishtailing. Yeah, no, for sure. And what I like is that if you run a fixed blade, now you're going to worry about vanes because the vanes got to outsteer the blades in the front. With a mechanical, these new age mechanicals that are so low profile, you can throw on whatever vanes you want, really.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty low profile. And that, I mean, like you said, at high speeds, they'll still steer. Like, you don't have to worry so much about that.
It's all 6-1, half does the other. Maybe.
Correct. No, yeah, for sure. But I think these beast broadheads is where it's at. I don't think, I've heard quite a few different people use them, and I've had nothing but good. I don't think I've really heard any bad stories about it yet.
I haven't seen a whole bunch of
like negative
shit online about negative stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen anything
That's the
really
thing.
negative.
I've never heard anything negative.
I'm sure
I've heard
I'm
negative
sure
about.
I'm sure if you searched Reddit, you could probably find a couple of people. But then again, a lot of those people will post on there and with no context about what happened.
Yeah.
And
I shot a branch and it deflected. And
well, I mean, I talked to a guy who I was just talking about bullets, and I talked to a guy who shot a deer. I was talking about ELDXs, and a guy was like, I hate those bullets, and I was like, okay, what happened to you? And he's like, oh, well, I shot a deer and I lost a whole bunch of meat, and I was like, okay, where'd you shoot it? And he's like, oh, I hit it in the shoulder, and I was like, oh, okay, well, you hit it in the shoulder. How far did it run? Oh, it dropped right there, and I was like, so you're telling me you found the perfect bullet?
Yeah, basically.
I was like, you shoot something in the shoulder and it drops right there.
That's like
I was like, you found the perfect bullet.
And you're worried about losing some meat?
Yeah.
No, that's.
I was talking. Well, Dustin Covey shot a deer with the original ELD out of a 6.5 Creed, and it was a full pass through. There was no expansion, no nothing.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you think it was? I said, I think your bullet was too efficient.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that's and everybody goes, why don't you like the 6 Creed? I said,
it was just too fast.
It's too efficient of a bullet.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't. The cartridge does not matter at that. Once the bullet exits the barrel, it's all about the bullet. It's not about the cartridge. So I mean, you have to realize that your bullet matters at that point. So
it cut. The ballistic coefficient is so high, it didn't even expand when it went in.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's too fast. Like at that point, you
No.
need to slow down because
The speed wouldn't have mattered.
I shoot a lot of coyotes every year, and I don't say every coyote that I've shot, but most of them I shoot 90 grain ELDXs going 3,300 feet per second. Pinhole entrance, no exit.
So
every time.
The ELDXs have a different jacket than the ELDMs.
Correct.
Yeah.
I get that part, but I'm just saying, like at that point,
ELDMs
it needed to slow down.
Yeah.
It just so it can expand.
I just don't. It's too efficient of a bullet.
Yeah.
It's a target bullet, long range bullet.
Yeah.
Versus something that is a hybrid long range.
Correct.
hunting round.
It's made for that one is made for accuracy, not lethal.
Well, and you talk about you talk to people from New Zealand, and they actually shoot ELDMs they shoot match bullets versus hunting bullets, because it's a completely different culture in New Zealand, because they go for the head.
They're headshots only.
So they're like, you know, you can go there and shoot for the vitals like we do, but they prefer to shoot for the head. Like, they don't care about the skull and mounting it and stuff like that. So they don't
take the chance on losing any of that meat, right? Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I think I don't think I've seen anything negative about the beasts. Plus, the spring loaded just adds an extra.
Well, and then they have to give you the finger condoms so you don't cut yourself.
Yeah, so they're sharp as hell out the box.
Sharper than anything else.
You think there's a true difference between the standard models and the titaniums?
I think the titaniums are going to be much more durable. But if you hit anything, it depends on what you hit.
I'm gonna have you ask James if he's used like the two to like.
Oh, the titaniums versus the regular ones.
Because
I've heard a couple of people who say just pay the extra money and go for the titaniums.
I was gonna say, because I'm like, for what they cost, from what I've seen, I'm like, it's not a whole lot of difference in price between the two of them. But I'm like, it's one of those where it's like, if I could save that, that's more broadheads I could buy. Or is it worth it to buy the titaniums because of durability?
Here's the other thing about Beast. I love how Beast sells their broadheads, and then they'll sell a 3 package of practice heads.
Yeah.
Whereas if with the Grim Reapers, for instance,
you have to buy a pack and you get one.
You get one, and then if you want an extra practice head, you have to buy a second pack. And it's just like, I like that they've separated those two, because I want the practice heads as much as I want the.
I want a full set of broadheads and a full set of practice.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you right now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a fixed blade in your quiver for certain situations. Let's say you're hunkered down and you're in the thickest, nastiest juniper shit you can dream of. Have a fixed blade, because it's not gonna.
Yeah.
That way you can make that choice.
And normally it just happens to be a fixed blade, but normally I kind of keep a
throwaway
arrow, just in case I see, to be honest, a coyote or something that I want to take a chance on. You know? So that's not a bad idea either way.
What I normally run is I've
got so many of those, like the G5, the titanium G5 Montex. I have so many of them. Well, or I even went to the Slick Tricks. I went to Slick Tricks for a long time.
Another beer?
Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna have to wrap this up soon, though.
Yep. One of the longer podcasts.
Yeah.
That's worth it. Oh, we got 30 minutes left, so
we're
gonna start to wrap it up.
Yeah.
You want another beer, Adam?
Yeah, I better.
You know.
I'll edit this part out. All we have left is Coors.
That's
cold.
Fine.
I'll throw that 12-pack in there. That way you got beer. You having a 0?
I'm having a 0. These limes are good, dude. I don't care how much of a girl you think I am. These limes are good.
Well, actually, are those? I wonder if they're probably not super cold, but I brought those ones. I wonder if they're. No, I'll just have the Coors.
Oh, you'll just settle for a Coors Light.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be all right.
It'll put some hair on your nuts.
Yeah, a little bit. We're prepping for August.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back to your Sicario. in some way, shape, or form.
I still have yet to shoot it, even though I set it up.
I know. Sunday, you're shooting it. I'm gonna make it happen. We got to work on your pins. I want you to set. We need to set some time to where we work on your bow a little bit because we never work on your bow. We got to help you get yours dialed.
This is bullshit. I can't shoot your bow.
You can.
I can, but it's my arm is like this.
It's okay, dude. It's a youth bow to you. I get it.
You do this. It's a youth bow. Here's the thing. You drop that, then you go.
That's what I do, but I don't like shooting like this.
I bet you shoot a 12.
Probably.
I bet you shoot.
That's what I did with.
You shot Fritz's.
That's what I did with Fritz's.
It's the same thing. We're the same draw length.
That was crazy how uncomfortable I was.
And you'll still shoot
and
a 12.
I still fucking shot the center out of everything that I shot at with his Mach 33 DS.
That's it. You guys can both shoot it on Sunday.
I mean, I think we're 1 inch apart. You just like a longer draw length.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things that the other guy in our group at Blythe was telling me. He's like, you gotta bend your arm. You know, it's proper form to bend your arm. And I was just like, I don't like to bend my arm because then I'm using my bicep, and like when you're talking about skeletal structure, what is the most?
Did you see that video I sent you today?
Yeah,
dude. What is
nasty?
What is the most structurally? What's the word I'm looking for? Stable thing. It's when everything is in a straight line. And your skeletal structure is in a straight line. That's when you're most stable. And also, when you do that, if you pull on your release hand, it'll automatically, your shoulder will act like a fulcrum.
It's a pivot.
And pull your pin up. So that's why I pull against the back wall, because it keeps my pin up. And this guy seemed to think that bending your arm like this was proper form. And I was like, okay, I get it. You know, there's a bunch of archers, old school, who, you know, bend their arm and stuff like that. But in the same breath, he also said that I don't know why all of these younger people that are winning Vegas are shooting with their straight arms. And I was just like, I think you answered your own question.
No shit.
In your fucking answer there, bud. I mean, all those people are shooting straight arms. Now, there's a difference between shooting a bow that is too long for you,
where you're like this,
where you're like this, but also like I like to keep my arm locked.
If you can do it and be comfortable, I don't see what's wrong with it. You know,
it's the most comfortable for me.
Or like in the reverse factor too, like if it's a shorter draw length and you're not all the way extended, but you're comfortable with it and you're shooting fine, like then that person's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
But that's what I said to the guy. It's like every archer's different. Yeah. Every archer, like for me, having a bent arm puts pressure on my shoulder and my bicep. So my bicep starts to shake.
And see, like you use it's a thumb, right?
Mm-hmm.
And see, he uses a trigger.
Yeah,
so
but
that's a factor.
But I also shoot my thumb the same way that I shoot my hinge. Like I turn it. But I'm saying regardless.
But what I'm saying is you do that process. He doesn't do that. Right, so that's why to him it doesn't make sense. He just slaps that thing and it sends it right.
Yeah,
but back to the Sicaria. Where were you going with this? Sorry, we kind of cut you off.
I don't know. I don't care. Just like let's just talk about the Sicaria.
I don't know. I
think we need to get it up here and put it on display.
I don't know what else to talk about as far as like
genuinely like I wasn't. It wasn't like I was shocked, but. With a bow that had been set up the week before, I mean, you fucking dog walked everybody on the fun trail.
What I say you can be shocked about is the same thing I was shocked about. Is I think we are in agreement that, like I said, you've shot with me now for how long? Since probably my last in September last year. Probably I started coming around.
Yeah, because that's when you started coming back. Yeah.
Okay, so since then. I have, like I said, I think I've been pretty consistent and shot pretty well. But, like, max scores about 180. Then I bring this thing around, and all of a sudden, 195 day one, 189 day two, 224 on the fun course. Like, how? like this thing is just built to perform. And it did that. 100%.
I mean, obviously the first 6 targets, everybody's going to be close together on the fun trail. But after 10 targets, you were firmly in the lead. And there was no competition. It was a competition for second after that.
So,
I just remember on like target number 15, just going like, "Hey, bud, I think you made the right decision on that bow. That's ridiculous, dude."
So let's put it between the 2 days on the cards I turned in. Between the 2 days, I shot 1, 2, 3. I shot 4 5s.
Yeah.
3 of them were on Sunday. 1 on Saturday. Which I don't want to blame it that, but I think wind was a little factor more on Sunday than Saturday.
Dave, you were nothing to fucking sneeze at on the fun course.
Oh no. But
you were on.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like,
what's funny is
I was shooting lights out, and I was still over 10 under him.
Yeah.
Like I was flabbergasted because I was shooting probably the best I've shot in a long time, and I was just like, well,
because you didn't
there's no catching him, man.
What's funny is, so when we saw you on Saturday, you walked by and you're like, I'm shooting like
12
shit.
12s and 8 10s.
You're like, I'm shooting like shit. I shot a 191, and I'm like, damn, I shot a 190. I was super excited about my 195, and you walked by and said that, and I was like, damn. I'm like, did I really not shoot that great? But I'm like, I know I shot that great for me, but I'm like, is Dave really like that on that level to where like, but I'm like, all right, well, we'll see tomorrow. Then for me and you to shoot the same on Sunday, I was like, dude, it's this. Like it's the tool. Like it's just performing.
It's the marriage of you and the tool.
It's the combination. But you get what I'm saying. Is I'm like, if I had the bear, that's not what I'd be scoring for sure. For sure.
And I actually finished that course, and I thought about it, and I was like, actually, it was one of those things where I was unaware of that I was in the group of death the first day, where I shot the lowest, and I wasn't keeping score for myself. Mm-hmm. So I was, I left a whole bunch of points on the board.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I had a 191, and the second lowest was, I think, a 200. A 200.
200, which was...
Yeah. So, I don't know. I left a lot of points on the board, and I thought I could have shot... I think I could have shot par. But I thought about it later, and I was like, you know what? That's only 9 under par.
That's not a bad day.
That's not a bad day.
That's why I'm telling you, like, I was so, like, when we added scores, because I didn't keep score on Saturday. So when Austin was like, dude, you shot a 195, and I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, I was in disbelief, because I hadn't seen my card all day. And we didn't even once halfway through read, because you didn't keep score. We kept it on paper.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we didn't do the whole, like, halfway through, where are we at? It was at the end, he's like, hey, double check this for me. And I'm like, okay. And I did, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, and I went back and looked, like I said, I had 1.5. I had 1.5, and I think I had only 1, 2, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 8s.
Well,
but that's still like, normally 8 is like, my 10-8 is my average, let alone how many 12s I had.
You know what also happened? That's the product with shooting with James, because he shot a 216 the first day, and so you are every bit of 25 points behind him.
Yeah.
And so you're just like demoralized, and then you look at the rest of the field, and you realize that you shot 25 points more than probably anybody else.
Well, even look at these guys. I shot a 195. Not to like say it that you guys are in a bad spot, but it's like I shot a 195.
I shot like shit. I'll admit.
PBR was the one under. Well, it was me, then Eric, me, then you, and then PBR.
Yeah.
But PBR, I was shot a 195. He was at like a 187 or 185. Like he was 10 points away from me, but still made it to that 8 spot.
Yep.
And then all of you guys were grouped together in like the 160s, I think. But
170s,
it's like,
160s.
Yeah, so it's like it's crazy that like
I shot a 150.
It was that a big difference though, like you know. But it made but shooting the fun course, I'm like I really want to know what James shot on the fun course.
It's on the video.
I don't think he said the score though, but I'm like I want to know if I shot even close to him shooting that 224. And I had
you probably did.
And I had 9 witnesses, so I'm like, I can't make the shit up. But I'm just curious if I was able to hang with that guy. Like, I'm like, on a fun course, like, I know he kills it, and I give him mad credit. But I'm just like, I was on a sick one, and I could not miss a 10 ring to save my life. Like,
I think that's where all the pressure goes away. Where if it's like somebody's that far ahead of you, you're just like, well, fuck it.
Let them, yeah.
You know, if you're jockeying for position, you know that's where the stress comes in. But on the fun course, I had 3 things to worry about. I had you to worry about, my own score to worry about, and then I had video to worry about.
Yes, no, for sure.
At the same time, I was just like, after I found out that you were literally 20 points ahead of me by target number 12. I was just like, well, that's that pressure.
Yeah, I'm done.
So, fuck it.
I'll focus on videoing.
Hell yeah.
Do you like that photo I got of Scotty when he did the video? Makes him look professional.
I don't think I saw that.
No, I think I definitely made all the right choices.
Yeah. No, I think you and this bow are a perfect match. Yeah. So,
smoke. Definitely.
3D's one thing.
Now all you have to do is find an elk.
Yeah, let's find a bull.
Hey, we gonna do a video on the elk hunt?
I hope so. I've always wanted to do that. So
I don't see why we can't do that, to be honest. You know where I'll be. 2nd week of September for 2 weeks. So come up.
We camping or we getting a trailer?
I'm camping. I'm there. I'm there from the 10th, September 10th through the 24th.
You gonna take your trailer up?
Mm-hmm. I'll have my trailer. Mike will have his trailer.
Good. We got plenty of.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, for elk hunting, I really don't give a shit.
Austin better have his kid, man. That was the deal. Is if he has the kid before the hunt, then he's good to go. If it's after the hunt, he's screwed. So I think that's his deal. I'm not positive.
Opposite.
I think.
But
he needs to make sure she has it and like she's good, and then he can go. Yeah. If she hasn't had it yet, then he's got to stay.
He's got to stay to be close.
I know. The Reese boys, they said they're going, which that's gonna be a shit show.
No, when they go elk hunting, they're
in hunting mode, they're a whole different.
They are locked in. They don't make any jokes. They don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
They are fucking locked in, dude.
Well, Gage has called me a few times already, and he's like, I'm there. I'm going. Like, when are you going? I'm like, he's invested. So.
We got the Reese boys, me, Creepy Dave.
It'll be a good
Mike
time.
and Mike in the PM.
And like I said, the good thing is we got 2 tags to fill, so it's not like we're gonna go on one chase. There'll be multiple chases.
I would recommend, since you've got everything the way you want it, back out these screws one at a time, putting a dab of blue Loctite, and just doing all of that, just to make sure that nothing comes loose.
Right. Everything. No, it's definitely. I can't explain what it feels like you said to do. I'm glad I took all the time I needed to take to do the research, shoot all the bows, get a feel for them all, and then make the decision.
Well,
you can't explain it. It's your dream bow setup. That is,
For sure.
I mean, you and I had the exact same thing where it's just like, no expense spared. I want everything that I want on this bow. There will be no compromises.
Yes.
And we are going to build it out. And when that happens, when you spend the money like you did on this bow for the driver, the rest, the bow, the quiver, all of that stuff, and then it all falls into place a week after you build it, that's the best feeling in the world.
100%. No, yeah. No disagreement there.
Fucking A, dude. Let's go kill a big bull.
Yeah. I think this is the perfect time to end the podcast. We've been talking for
For sure.
2 hours now. So
yeah.
Game over.